All right, welcome to another edition of Dirt Track Central. We're out here at the IMCA Super Nationals again. Um, well, the days are running together. It's Thursday, right?
Yeah, it's good.
The nights are short and the days are long, and we're having a blast. These, Wednesday you get a good mix of a little bit of everything racing. Thursday, Friday we're going to see modifieds and stock cars continuously, and that's just darn good racing, as they all are here. So, of course, if you don't know about us, Dirt Track Central, check out our website, dirttrackcentral.com. We talk racing every Thursday night during the race season, and you're welcome to join us for that, normally 7:30 to 9 o'clock. Of course, here at the Super Nationals, that'll be right in the middle of racing, and so we're doing a daily update. And we will, I'm sure, have plenty to talk about when we get home next week on Thursday. You can also contact us through our Facebook page, Dirt Track Central, or send us an email, dirttrackcentral@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know who you want to see, where you want to see videos from, that kind of thing, and we do our best to get a wide variety. So, not sure, Hop, maybe need another week off just to edit all this stuff.
Yeah, oh man, I would. So.
We'll try to pick out the good stuff and get it out to you as we look forward here. First of all, we'd just like to, of course, thank our sponsors as usual. Thanks a lot to Engine Quest, BSB Manufacturing, BMS Modifieds, Extreme Motorsports, Heartland VP Race Fuels, and the Contour line of cameras. Starting off here with some results. I'll just hit the highlights here real quick. So we're getting racing underway here. Austin Carter, heat race 1, started 7th, finished 5th. In his C feature, he started 5th and ran 3rd. Had a good race there. Track was starting to get a little rough up high, and he figured that out early on and started to avoid that, but lost a lot of ground there, but really had a good solid run and passed T. Meyer on the last lap there. So good run for him. Let's see. Bruce Palmisto, bad luck at DNF in both his heat and his C feature, flat tires. Lance Borgman had a good run going and did not finish his A feature, but he did make an A feature. Started second in his heat, finished first. Started 14th in the A and did not finish that. Mike Wadle started 14th in his C feature and made his way to 6th. He's looking solid in the stock car. Didn't have a whole lot of luck with the sport mod, so it's good to see him having some fun there with that. Dustin Newland started 10th, DNF in his heat for a flat. C feature started 16th, and another DNF with a flat. So
luck's not been on his side so far.
Not been his time there for luck. Jeff Tubbs, C number 8, started 3rd. Looks like finished 6th. He kind of got a solid stacked C there, so a little rough for him, but looked good out there. Just a lot of fast cars here, so go out there and you do what you can. Perry Meisner, I don't have a start for him. Excuse me. In his C feature, but he did end up 3rd. And remember him running solid. Jesse Taylor, same deal in the Chevy chassis. Don't have his start, but he did end up 3rd in his C feature and was passing some cars and had good luck. Nick Tubbs started 5th, finished 5th in his C. Let's see. Of course, Mike Petersilly had rollover in his heat. Just drove it in there hard and hit the cushion, and it just flipped the car just right now. So it didn't hurt him, didn't hurt much on the car really, other than cosmetic stuff. Didn't look like to me. Hadn't made it over to talk to him yet, but they're still hammering away on it. So caught up with them for a second there in Vendors Row, but try and get over and get him on camera here later on. Corey LeGrune started his heat 6th, ended up 8th. Tom Charles started his heat 8th, finished 5th. Let's see. Jay Steffens, he had a good run. Started 3rd, finished 2nd in his heat race. Excuse me. Don't have any results for him.
His B feature finished 2nd.
Okay, 2nd.
Behind Jeremy Mills. Yep.
Okay, yeah, that's right, Jeremy Mills, and so good run for those guys. Dylan Smith made was that a C feature? Started 25th and ended up 10th, so had a heck of a run up through there. Danny Morrison started his heat 2nd, finished 3rd. I don't have here a result for his B feature.
Who'd you say?
Morrison. 9th in his B feature. Dave Murray started 7th and ended 7th, so he missed having a B feature. Brandon Blocklinger, of course, the highlight from our area, started 2nd in his heat, finished 1st. Started the A, drew 1st for the A feature, and kind of checked out on the field. Really had a solid run there, and he will be your pole sitter for the 30th annual IMCA Super Nationals. So congratulations to Team BMS and Brandon. We'll get down and get to talk to him a little later as well.
And on that, Danny Morrison finished 9th in his B feature. Is that the one you're looking for?
Looking for, yeah, Noda Boone, man, what a rough run for him. I think he may have been having some carburetor issues. Tried taking off the first time and got spun in mid pack there at the flag stand. Basically got tore up. Able to get it back going again. Same thing happens the next lap, ends up spun out. Finally got a little quicker pace start for him, and he was able to start at the back then and started running right up through the field, and then he got collected in a deal, and of course 2 cautions and you're out. But he did make the A feature, and then drew 22nd, so we'll see him again today. Jordan Grabowski did make the A feature. He so obviously won his heat, started 12th in the A feature, finished 6th. So that'd be the last qualifying spot for the inside row of the big show on Saturday night. So he is done racing until Saturday.
He was definitely making some moves there out there on the track. He'd throw her in there high and drive her back down the track. Had a lot of head of steam when he came up on them guys coming off the bottom. So.
Yep, some closing speed. Jeremy Fournier looked good, but I'm trying to think if he got collected in a deal or just spun out or what. Ended up not finishing.
It was kind of funny in his heat race. He ended up spinning out in his heat race and kept it going, and there was another caution and wreck, and it didn't come down to just the 2 cars, and they had a heck of a battle out in the heat race just for them 2 cars. And
little king of the hill battle there.
Yep, and he was able to pull off the win there, and like I said, I can't exactly remember what happened in his
and in the A feature, but anyway, it didn't end up finishing the A feature. So we'll continue to watch these guys and let you know how things progress here throughout the week. As we said, we went over to Vendors Row. We got a cool video for you to watch here a little later on the Ryan Bard Safety Foundation. I did a rollover simulator, so you'll have to be watching for that. It should be comical to see my big butt get out the window of an upside-down race car. But at any rate, we were able to catch up with a few of the exhibitors on Vendors Row, and we'll go ahead and play an interview here with Eric with Engine Quest, and he's just going to kind of go through their product line and how things are going for him this year. So. Good afternoon, Matt Kovacic here with Dirt Track Central. We're out at the IMCA Super Nationals. You probably just saw our walk around here in the Vendors Row and caught up with our good buddy Eric Hagland here with Engine Quest. Had him on the show earlier this year. Eric, how's your season been?
We've had a pretty doggone good season, Matt. It's been fun working. We're concentrating on all of our spec head programs at this point, trying to get as many sport mods qualified for this thing against this almighty crate that we're out there fighting this year. Have had some tremendous success in the stock car ranks with Mike Nichols and Brandon Sarapata having a hell of a battle, and it's been a real good season. We're struggling to get some cars into this A-Mod event for the feature this time, but once we get through today, I think we'll be all right.
Definitely, this is obviously always a stacked event, and you're a victim of the draw. So that's the way she goes. Tell us a little bit about the product line that you've got here.
Well, this year we've got the new Mopar head out. That's out this year. Has been made part of the spec program with IMCA. From what I understand, we've got a couple of cars that have qualified for the sport mod feature that are running the Mopar Magnum. And the benefit of this head is, instead of your standard shaft rockers that most of the Mopar guys have used, this allows them to run a pedestal style rocker. You can get rid of the shafts. A lot of guys are actually running a Chevy valve train in this thing. And it's been a reliable source for them, and it seems to make a pretty good amount of power, and they like the reliability factor. So that's been a plus this year. So
certainly. So you've got a solution, obviously, for several years here for the GM guys. We finally got a solution through for the Mopar guys, which back when we were helping a Mopar guy, we'd have loved to have had that and brought that to their attention. But that's these things take time, and we understand that. That being said, are there things on the burner that you can reveal to us, maybe, as far as what's coming?
We're playing with the idea of a Ford head this year. We thought we had some plans made on a Ford head. It's still up in the air. We're behind right now in production. We're currently out of stock on our IMCA spec GM head, so we're going to get the pipeline filled back up on that. Probably in the winter months, we'll be working on see what kind of a investment it would take to get a good Ford head out that we can present to the IMCA. That would be a good option. Ideally, we have all three out. We'll have a Chrysler, a Ford, and a GM. But at this point, we have two pretty good stout cylinder heads out right now. So,
how hard is that balance to keep? Obviously, for the racer, they want as much horsepower as they can get out of you, and obviously for you, you've got to develop something that you feel reasonably certain will be approved. How does that all work?
Well, our products are all designed to work in the production engine rebuilder industry. So we're basing everything we do off of the stock replacement theory. Our casting processes typically make the head a better performer, more durable. We use a good Durabond seat in the exhaust valves on each one of these things. And we have to build our heads to a stock replacement style spec with the little EQ touches to where we can keep the torque numbers up, the horsepower numbers up, and there's got to be a reason you want to switch to it. Availability and reliability, that's what we work our program off of. So
certainly, and obviously fun to see those run up front.
Yep.
As far as the open motor stuff, modifieds and stock cars, you have a solution for those guys as well?
Well, we started our CNC program this year, worked with Joe Patel at HVH. We've also worked with Bryce Mulvey over at Dr. J. We've produced a couple of different versions. There's a couple of CNC guys out that have programs that run in our 23-degree head stuff. It's a tough marketplace. There are a lot of good programs out there, a lot of good hand porters out there. It's becoming a challenging market now with the introduction of that 604 crate because you're talking about putting $1,600, $1,800 into a pair of cylinder heads for the CNC work. We're going to have our work cut out for us next year to figure out a way to produce a good flowing cylinder head that's economical for the racers. So that's our goal for next year for 23-degree stuff. So.
There you go. Obviously, we're talking IMCA, but you guys do much with the open outlaw guys, or?
Well, we're seeing a lot of our stock replacement, our 305s. There's a lot of we make a 305 cylinder head in a Vortex style. We see a lot of the spec 305 sprint car series is running our cylinder heads. We see a lot of our we have a lot of iron-headed sprint cars that run the East Coast. A lot of the big tracks in the East Coast, they run our big runner 23-degree stuff. Again, we've found ourselves kind of the victim of the rule book, where it used to be those series were mostly out-of-the-box castings, and now they've opened it up to CNC work. So we had to come to the party a little late, and we'll be developing some stuff as we go through the year. So
now, educate me a little bit here. I'm sure that you're up on this. IMCA has purchased or partnered with the 305 Sprint Series. Is that something where you've got a spec
you know, we
head,
haven't dabbled with that yet. It's something that's you know, that's something that we should probably get together with, and maybe that would be an option for them. We do produce a 305 Chevrolet style Vortex head that I think would meet all the criteria. Something we need to get with them on and possibly do some testing.
Certainly. Well, it's a busy day, and there's a lot of prospective customers here, so we won't take up a whole bunch of your time here, but it's certainly good to see you. Obviously, we've been on the phone with you, on the show with you throughout the season here, and we really appreciate your support of the show, and we'll hope to continue that partnership in the future.
Likewise, we appreciate you guys also.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Well, that was Eric with Engine Quest, and of course, like we said, Thursday here at the Super Nationals, we're going to see stock cars and modifieds. I'm sure there's all kinds of information out there. We're trying to get as much of it out to you as possible. Let's see, we've got qualifiers for Race of Champions today. Is that right?
Yes. Should have had that brought up, but I'm trying to.
Trying to get there, but
the slow internet. Here we go. Yeah. In the stock cars will qualify their middle row of 8. Same with the modifieds. Then we'll have the modified Race of Champions qualifying today. So that's the main 3 things we're working at today. So
there we go. So another full day of racing. We appreciate you tuning in, and for Dirt Track Central, we of course thank our sponsors again, and we will.
I want to kind of mainly thank BMS for this show here, and good time to do it with Brandon getting the car in the show. You know, he was fast there last night, especially started up front there, but man, he'd take off on them restarts, and he got him a good 4 or 5 car length lead after a little bit. Walked away. Now as the race got on and some of the other guys worked their way up, he had to hold them off a little bit, but he's still a good fast car, and starting up there on the front, he's definitely going to be a pick to win it there.
Certainly.
I'm sure he's going over every nut and bolt on that thing, making sure
it has brakes.
Brake rotors are good and everything there. As we know, a couple years ago, he led part of the big dance, and brakes failed or rotor came apart, and off the track he went.
There he went, yeah.
Hopefully he can keep that from happening. So we want to thank again BMS, and if they got their show car down here, if you want to see it, you're around, go check that out, some other stuff they got, and talk to the guys over there. So.
The Vendors Row, there's a 2013. Of course, want to plug the guys from Belleville at the High Banks Museum as well. They've got the 2012 car that will be given away here Saturday night. So if you're coming out to watch Friday or Saturday, come on down and buy a chance, $20, and you can win the 2012 DMR by BMS.
Yeah, so this will be your last chance. So.
You can check out the BMS cars all over here. They're well represented. So we'll check in with you again tomorrow and try to keep you up to date as the day goes on. For Dirt Track Central, I'm Matt Kovacic.
And I'm Justin Hopp. We'll see you tomorrow.
Are you done yet?
Oh, just started.
Oh.
And I
If I can get my cord to come to me. Oops, no.